and stopped us at immigration, accusing us of human trafficking.
And you never had a thought that maybe you guys would end up in an Ethiopian penitentiary, or maybe you'd be shot?
We went into hiding. We were told to go into hiding.
We have the brand new DVD of Last Evangelist. You can get it right now. It's limited collector's edition. It's got the new episode on it, along with banned videos with me and Michael Lake and Lisa Haven, Sheila Lazinski, and things that were just taken down because they didn't like them. But you get all this right now if you call 844-806-0006 or go text the word chosen to 91999 or go to davidheavener.tv/order. If you'd like to get involved with the ministry and be a supporter, text the word chosen to 91999. We sure could use your help. And please don't forget my new books that are out, True Power and End Times Investigation. And you can get all this stuff there at davidheavener.tv/order. Don't forget to sign up to davidheavener.tv.
Hey everybody, David here. We're back with Missy Maxwell. She adopted a child in Ethiopia, 6 years old, Favor, only to find out that Favor was taken out of the orphanage. And you discovered that she was going to be used in child trafficking.
Most likely.
For sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, my question is, once you got on a plane, you went there, you landed, where did you go? How'd you know how'd you know where to go?
Well, at first when we landed, and that's when we finally landed, we were late, and that's where Chris Overstreet comes in. Where he came in, and that's when we knew that God was in this journey with us, without a shadow of a doubt. And I can go into that, but we were just staying at a hotel, and the orphanage director came and got us, and the Favor's aunt knew where she was being held. And there's a law in Ethiopia that if a family member steps up, they have to give the child to that person.
Okay.
So she went in to rescue her, and then brought her to us, and we met her at a place that we found to meet.
And you never had a thought that maybe you guys would end up in an Ethiopian penitentiary, or maybe you'd be shot because there's a lot of money behind child trafficking.
Yes, and we not until we had her in our arms. And we went back to talk to the agent director, who used to be a federal court judge, a lot of power. He said, you can't tell anybody that you've been here. And that's when we knew, okay, we might have overstepped somewhere. Right. Yeah. So we went into hiding. We were told to go into hiding. And when we tried to leave, when we went to immigration, this person was so powerful, they reached into immigration and stopped us at immigration, accusing us of human trafficking.
Wow. So here you are coming to get your own daughter that you adopted, Favor. Yeah. You're going to take her home, and they stop you at immigration and tell you that you're the one trafficking your daughter who you rescued out of human trafficking.
Right.
Were you at the airport when this happened?
Well, we were at the airport, and we were surrounded by every immigration officer there.
Okay.
And it was one of those moments in our life. I'll never forget it, because I had begged my husband to leave earlier. And that's where we had the marital issue in the book.
Okay.
Any good book has a little bit of issue in it.
Exactly, right.
But I will say this, when we saw the immigration officer look at her passport, he immediately waved a flag, got up, and ran over to the main immigration officer, and they surrounded us.
Okay.
And all we knew, when they took her passport and visa, we knew she wouldn't be able to go on that plane.
Wow.
And we could not leave her. I basically remember looking at my husband and saying, I will not leave her here.
Wow.
I knew her destiny would be a bad destiny.
It was so courageous with her husband to fly to Ethiopia to rescue 6-year-old Favor, little daughter that you had adopted, and it went through. You were officially her parents, right? You go through the border. They stop you because you want to go home. They tell you that you're the one that's into human trafficking, and you rescued her out of human trafficking. You're surrounded by immigration officers in Ethiopia. How'd you get out of it?
Well, one of the things that they did, they had not at that time, he just said our adoption was suspect. So it was enough basically to get us stopped. And so we were told immediately to go into hiding. So we came out. I'll never forget walking out and just a sea of people. And of all the people that we saw was a young woman who I had met in my neighborhood that summer. And she came to get us, and she lived in Ethiopia for 1 more month. I mean, this is a miracle.
Wait a minute, this is your neighborhood in United States? And she happened to be living in Ethiopia?
She happened to be living in Ethiopia doing mission work for that time. So she said, I've got a place for you to go. So she came and picked us up. We were all we were completely in shock that this had happened. And Favor was just bawling, and she took us to this sweet little Christian home. And they made us dinner and fed us and gave us a place to sleep.
But you had Favor with you.
We would not let Favor out of our sight.
Okay. Here's my question. Do you believe that the government was actually involved in human trafficking to the extent of turning the other way? Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying they were doing it. I'm saying they were allowing it.
I think they were believing someone who they had no reason to believe.
Gotcha. Okay, we'll leave it at that because you may go back to Ethiopia one day, and I might want to visit there. I like Ethiopian food, okay?
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so in closing, you went home. You how old is Favor now?
Favor is going to turn 17 next week.
Wow. Okay. You know, Missy, yours is a story of victory and deliverance, but there's other stories that don't turn out this way. Matter of fact, there's children that don't ever get adopted, and they fall into human trafficking. What can you say to a parent, to people out there, young couples that want to adopt, and they're thinking about adopting from a foreign country? Now they're listening to this interview going, I'm scared, but can you give them any encouragement? In other words, don't let them be afraid. Give them some power words.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to encourage you because these children need homes, and they need good, godly homes to raise them up with love and with just security around them, and to live an amazing life that we have here in America. And our story is one that I believe that God used to expose some of the things that were happening in the foster care system. And so we were used for that, and we were thankful to be used in that way, that God would trust us with this. But let me just say, 99.7% of the adoptions out there are easy, they're beautiful, and you're not going to run into this kind of a situation. Ours was just to expose something that was happening in Ethiopia that needed to be uncovered.
In these last days, people will worship false gods. As the Antichrist arises, Christians will be persecuted. David Heavener Investigates is proud to bring you End Times Investigations, a new DVD series containing over 8 hours of interviews, commentaries, and teaching on Illuminati and the New World Order, Satanism, miracles and healings, the Antichrist, and one world religion.
Hi, I'm David Heavener, and I'm proud to bring you this brand new DVD collection, End Times Investigations.
David reveals how the media is working hand in hand with the Antichrist system. Order now and receive this special DVD collection. Text BONUS to 41444 or davidheavener.tv/order. Call toll free 844-806-0006. Text BONUS to 41444 or davidheavener.tv/order. Call toll free 844-806-0006.
Hey everybody, David here. Now if you're enjoying the show, would you please consider becoming a monthly partner? Help me bring God's word to a dying world. You know, they need to hear the truth. And your donation will help do that. Please text the word chosen to 91999. Go to davidheavener.tv/give or call 844-806-0006. God bless you.